right, look at that. Guess there's a little bit of delay. All right, look at that. Guess there's a little bit of delay. Live on YouTube. All right, I'm here a little early, so hope you're all doing well today. And I'll just do a little jam until some people show up, and then when you get here, just send a message, and I'll probably see it, and then so I know that you're here. So let's jam a little bit. Let's see. Oh yeah, I gotta turn the volume. Send a message, and I'll probably see it, and then I know that you're here. So let's jam a little bit. Send a message, and I'll probably see it. Not gonna work. I know that you're here. So let's jam a little bit. Alright. I'll have to do that. That's so weird. Send a message, and I'll probably see it. Not gonna work. I know that you're here. So. Let's see here. Let's find the tracks. So I have my iPad over here instead. Let's see. Where did I got you over here? I don't know where my tracks are. Where's my trucks? Sorry, that's what we're trying this thing out. Yes, and track. Slow blues. Nowhere. Let's do E slow blues like that. All right, try some E slow blues. Yeah, let me know when you get here. Just. I'm the only one here so far. All right, well, I'm gonna get this thing started. And so my name is Scott Knight, and I've been doing private music lessons since 1989, and so I've been at it for a while. And so reason why I'm doing this is just want to share some of the knowledge that I've learned over the decades of teaching and performing live. And and the idea with this workshop is just to, got some questions about lead guitar playing. I know there's a lot of information out there on the internet, of course. Obviously, you're probably here on the internet for that reason. So the idea is, we'll gather a group of us, and we don't have to see ourselves or anything like that. But the idea is to ask some questions that you might have about playing lead guitar. So, and I don't mind doing that, and I think it'd be fun just to kind of that'll help me out. So when I'm teaching my students, they can go, oh, okay, yeah, that's a great way to approach that. So, and I keep learning. I'm still learning how to make this work. So anyhow, yeah, what I was just playing there was just some blues over E, and what I sent out in a email is just a PDF on a couple things, and so I'll cover those real quick, and then got some questions. Just shoot the question in the class there. And so anyhow, let me see if I can share this on my screen, and I'll try that, see if that works. And, all right, share, where are you? Oh, I gotta hit the share button. Come on, share. All right, and now we should, there it is. Okay, take a moment, it's coming from my iPad. So I'll talk a little bit. I know there's some of these techniques and things, like we got hammer on and pull off. So talk a little bit about that, and then if you have questions about the PDF or anything like that, feel free to send me a message or anything. So anyhow, I'm just going to start off with the first one there, and the first one is basically what we're doing. We're in this pattern. I should probably show that pattern. So we are, come on, let's see. We're in this pattern here. And then I added a couple extra notes there. The purple one is kind of the major root, and then the blue is the blues note. So when you're, so we'll talk about some of those, but basically all the black notes, what you see on the screen there, that's just your regular pentatonic. A minor pentatonic, and then I'm calling this A bluesy. So if we got the blues notes, so there's a blues note here. I didn't write the other blues note. There's another one here. Let me know, and I could always send you the PDF with all the blues notes and stuff. So the idea is, I'm gonna go back to the other pattern here. So you can always check out your notes and get that there too. So back to the blues licks. So we'll go over some of these blues licks. So we got hammer on and pull off. So let's start with the first one. So the first one basically is just doing a pretty simple, just hammer on. So you just hammer on. And so if you read notation, great. If you don't worry about it. Just kind of go by ear and listen. So, and you could practice it with a metronome, or let's see if I can get my metronome going here. And metronomes are, you can download. The one I like to use is this one called Tempo. It looks like that. What's me? No. So this, let me put on something. If you can hear this. So that's at 72. So if I'm doing hammer-ons, so let me start the right spot. So basically that's with the metronome, and I would suggest practicing these with the metronome, and I'll try to do a video with with the metronome also on top of that. So that was at 72. Probably if you haven't done much with pull-offs and hammer-ons, and that was hammer-on. So if you haven't done much with the hammer-ons, then you might want to start a bit slower, maybe 50, 60. So here's that 60. So going. Right spot, yeah. So the great thing about it is YouTube, you could slow the video down, so you can always check that out over again. Anyhow, so that was at 60. Let's go on to the next one. So now we got some pull-offs. So we're looking at the second one here. So pull-offs is going. So it's going to sound like this with the metronome. 3, 4. Again. That's it. All right. So again, you can go back and watch these on YouTube, and I will send a link and all that. And so the next section here, let me get over there. And so the third one here, we got some blues notes. So the blues note, that note, so we got a hammer on and then a pull off. So with the metronome, it sounds like this. The third one here, 3, 4. Again. So that's those first 3. And then the last one on that line, you got a hammer on pull off, triplet hammer on pull off, and then you got the pull off. So that one goes. So the triplet, it's a kind of a, you know, I always think of blues like triplet, triplet. So the triplet, let me try the triplet here at 60. 3, 4. Again. So there you go. There's the first 4. Doing some hammer-ons and pull-offs, and let me know if you got any questions on those. And I'm going to jump into the Penta Slide right now. So Penta Slide, and then what I did here is a combination of obviously there's a number of pentatonic patterns. So that's the main one that we all end up playing out of. So let me stop the share here for a second. I'll go back to that screen. So we got the, I call it pattern 3, but it's not pattern 3. Whatever you want to call it, doesn't matter. It's the main one that everyone plays out. And then there's a pattern before it. I call it pattern 2. So it's going like this. So why am I going through these is because the slides are going through those patterns. And so the next one on the other side of this pattern 3 is, and basically all these patterns are just, they're the same notes, they're just in a different location. So it ends up being a different pattern. So it's kind of cool. You can do some runs and stuff. So that's what I did here with the Penta Slide. So let me put that back on the screen and we'll go over that. And if you got questions, just feel free to shout out and I will post that. And so let me share my screen here. One moment and go to share. There we go. Share. I know there's a quicker way of doing this, but there we are. All right, so we are doing the Penta Slide part. Blow that up a little bit. And so we're going through these patterns. So you got, I'm not playing at time. So it's going up and then it goes back down. All right, let me try it with the metronome. So here we go. Back down. All right, so that was the pentatonic slide part. And if you got questions, just feel free to leave a question in the comment, or you could, here on Zoom, you could always just leave me a message on Zoom, and I'll try to answer that for you. Anyhow, all right, so now on to, move this up a little bit. We'll go to some string bends. So the string bends, I know I'm kind of going through these a little fast. So the string bends, a little bit about bend. What I try to tell everyone, or remind, is kind of you kind of squeeze in together. Usually, if you're going to bend, I didn't do too big of a bend. I have a full bend on the last one. So, but so if I'm bending on the 3rd string or 2nd string and 1st string. But sometimes if I'm going to bend something on like the 5th fret, and usually it's like a quarter step or something like that. So like this first one is just going. So that's a quarter step bend. And so a quarter step is in between the frets. So a half step would be up here, 1 fret higher, and then 2 frets higher is a full step. And so the half step, let me do quarter step bend. Here we go. All right, with the metronome, sounds like the 2, 3, 4. 4. Anyhow, so there's not much to it bending wise. What I didn't mention is you want to support your middle finger, supporting the ring finger when you're bending. So, and then what I do with my first finger, I just kind of use that one to kind of guide the other strings out of the way. You can use it to help push. Gauge of strings makes a difference too. So I'm using 10s, but you may use the 9 gauge and that's fine too. A little bit easier on the fingers, easier to bend. So got questions about that, feel free to ask about that. Anyhow, so that was the first one on the string bends. And then the next one here is another quarter step bend, but this one's bent with the first finger. So what I tend to do is when I'm playing my first finger, and usually, so for me, the first finger, if it's at the first, let's see, on the first finger on the 6th through 2nd string. So on the first string, I can't really pull that one down because I'm going to go off the fretboard. But on the other strings, I tend to pull down. So if I'm playing like the wound strings, the first, these big 3, I'll pull down. We don't bend much, but sometimes we do. So yeah, there's some songs that do some of that bending. So anyhow, so this first string bend or third string bend. So it's just a slight kind of. So it's not here to the. I'm not bending that note. So I'm stopping before I get there. It's kind of like you're kind of bending it out of tune on purpose or something like that. Anyhow, so let's go to the next bend here. So now we got a half step bend. So it's kind of like the first one, but instead of a quarter step, we got a half step. So we're bending here. So the idea with the bending part, you want to kind of use your ears, kind of hear that note. Let me try that with a metronome. Faster than that. So again, yeah, that's much better. Okay, so that's the third bend there, and then we got the fourth bend on measure 14. So that one's going. So that's another half step bend. So I'm bending up to the 9th fret from the 8th fret. So that sounds like this: 2, 2, 3, 4. Oh, that's a half step. I'll read my notes. So those were half notes, and I just realized that. All right, so let me try it again. 2, 3, half note. 2, 3, 4. All right, so the first string's a little bit tighter, it feels to me, than the second string on my guitar. So I had to kind of use my thumb more and kind of squeeze those together. So that's the challenging part about playing bending part. And you want to really use your ears. Also, you want to be careful too if you don't want to practice doing too many bends, because you could tear up your fingers. And done that before. So just work your way into it slowly. So let me do this with a metronome. 2, 3, 4. I think I covered that one already. All right, so now the last one here, measure 15. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, so let me get my rhythms correct here. So this last one is a whole step bend. So you're bending up to here. Also, this note I wrote down is the same note. It's an A. So you're bending. So it's a pretty big bend. So definitely use that thumb to help bend that. And then your first finger will kind of give you, okay, is that the right pitch? So with the metronome, let me try that again. I have to get there fast. 2, 3, 4. All right, so leave a question if you are here right now. Let's see if anybody's here. If you got any questions on that, please leave a question down below. And let's go into the combo with bends. And so now we're doing a combination of bends and pull-offs. So it's going to sound like this. It's going to. So try it with the metronome. It's gonna be a little fast. 2, 3, 4. I didn't do that right there. There we go. 2, 3, 4. All right, now I got the rhythm right. One more time, try that. 2, 3, 4. Missed it. There we go. All right, so we got through that one. And let's go on to measure. There's 17. That one's got 3 strings of pull-offs with a bend, and that's a half-step bend. And we try that with this metronome. 2, 3, 4. One more time. 3, 4. All right, and let's go on to 18 here. So 18, let's see, that one's a combination, kind of a. So let's see if we play that with the metronome. 2, 3, 4. So the challenging part with this one is kind of skipping strings, and then so I don't want to just lay my first finger there, because you could hear sometimes you could hear. So you're doing that fast. It's okay to leave them there, but this one's kind of slower. So what I'm doing there is I'm bend first finger, and then I'll roll it over. I got the pull off here. So I kind of like this, and I roll it over. First finger. I can't see it that well. Let me take this off, and then you can see it better. So if I do the pull off, let's see. So there I go, and I roll it. Not the right rhythm. So let me go back to the share here, and oops, don't want that. I want this. Here we go. And back. Okay, so now we're at the very last one. So we got a slide and then a pull off. So that's going to go like this. So the slide part, I'm just kind of somewhere about 2 frets above there. There's no determined spot, but the idea is I want to get to this note on the downbeat. And so let me see if I can pull this off with the metronome. 3, 4. So one more time with the metronome. 3, 3, 4. All right, so there you have those with that sheet there. So if you want to get that PDF, just let me know. I'll put a link down below somewhere, and you can grab it. And any questions you have, feel free to leave a question or comment. And next week we'll do this again, and we will talk about whatever you want to talk about. I'm pretty much open. I know there's a lot of questions out there about certain things, and so questions about how to do certain ideas, and maybe we'll take a song or something. I was thinking it might be cool to do a Jimi Hendrix kind of intro on. I was just thinking it'd be kind of cool to do the intro for let's see. So that'd be kind of a cool, we could do the intro to that, and then a lot of the stuff that we're doing here will be introduced in that, and a lot of the ideas. I don't even know where to start. I don't know the songs. So. Something like that, maybe. Anyways, I'll have to sit down and listen to it, but I'll put a PDF out there, and then we can work on that. And any other songs you guys might have or something like that, feel free to throw them in the comments down below, and it'd be great to kind of cover some stuff and to answer any questions you might have about lead playing. So there's a lot of stuff out there, like I say, and hopefully, if you like any of the stuff here, please go for it, subscribe, and you could check out some of my videos I'm doing on pedal reviews, and doing some solo. Got a couple of Hendrix ones coming out this month, and I did some Beatles ones last month. So pedal reviews, got a bunch of pedals. I'm just kind of going through and doing some reviews on those and how they work, and just so you can kind of hear them, and it's like kind of helps, hopefully help decide on if it's a pedal for you or not, or it's like maybe just answer questions like, what did he use on that song, or how do you get that sound? Other thing that I'm doing too is this pedal giveaway this month, and if you go to I'm hosting it on my channel, on my Instagram channel. Sorry, I can blank. So on my Instagram channel, you can go to S Night Music and look for this, and then you can get into the drawing. I'm gonna give it away on November 27th, which is Jimi Hendrix's birthday, and the 25th is the last day to qualify for that. So I will put a link of that down in the YouTube below, and again, subscribe. Thank you so much, and have a wonderful day, and we will see you next Saturday.